How did you decide where to locate your office?
We really liked the community we were living in, and we really enjoyed the restaurants and the vibe of the Lower East Side. And we started to look for places that would accommodate our very small creative services business. And I think I had always wanted to work in a storefront. I had early on in my career spent some time with one of my mentors, Carl Johnson from Anomaly. He took me to London to see all the agencies in Soho in London, and they all are in fact storefronts. And the agencies have almost coffee shops in the lobbies that are not really public, they're kind of private, and they work to greet people and bring them up into the building above where they work. And that was the first time I had seen a creative agency with a storefront. And when I had a company in Soho, we had a doorway at the storefront level that went up into our space, which was on the second floor. And I got to see the experience and the reactions of people getting exposed to our brand at the street level. People thought we were selling toys and wanted to come upstairs, and it was totally crazy that way. And so for us, we weren't really looking for a storefront per se, but when one was available at a price point that we wanted for a rental, we took it.
Right.
And as we began to inhabit that space, we started to realize that people began to peek in our door and say, what are you guys doing? What are you selling? What are you making? Is this going to be a restaurant? What are you going to sell? What is going on? And so it took us a while to kind of figure out what our intention with the storefront space was going to be. And we really started to curate the things that we love. And we started to look at the things that we love in a way that can be filtered to create a storefront business. And so we are a gallery retail hybrid, and we curate artwork that connects to changes in technology, design, and the human experience. And we are providing that lens on the world to this local community. And we've gotten to know restaurant owners, other shop owners, people that own other clothing stores. We know the mail lady really well. The UPS guys are our buddies, and it's amazing when you move from the 15th floor of a building to a ground floor tiny studio space, how much the community relies on each other. We now print out menus for a restaurant down the way, and we're getting comped meals as a result of this interchange. And my students in my class helped rebrand a restaurant because the owner wanted to change the vibe of his establishment. And this kind of community that's flourishing in our space is really starting to change. On our block, there are no empty stores anymore, which is really exciting. And when we started out, there was about 5. So, to see that transformation and to see the vibrancy of the people in our neighborhood and to be part of that transformation is really fulfilling and really exciting. And I don't think when we joined the block and by moving into the storefront, we anticipated that transformation. But being part of it is super exciting. And it's generated a lot of thinking and a lot of ideas, and it's become a canvas for us to create creative work. And it's really awesome.